And we ricochet that. I don't think he saw me, but I made a mistake. And yeah, first shot, he nails me through the turret. Oh. Yeah. Again, a ricochet. Sometimes you get a bit lucky as well with these shots, but in my case, it's usually a lack of skill, I would say. And again, he pens me from that shot. Engine is heavily damaged. Again, we do not do any damage to that tiger. He is trying to pen me, but Tiger 88 does not have that type of velocity. It's not that great. It's good versus Sherman's, but Churchill is another beast. And he actually does it.
I'll have to ask my accountant about that.
Hello there, folks. Hetman here, and I truly hope you guys are having a lovely day. We are playing 2v2 once again. This would be Axis versus Allies. On the position side, we have Jeff and Dante playing as Germans. I'm playing as the Brits, and my ally Maximus is playing as the Soviet Union. So, let's begin. It opened up a bit laggy, and I truly apologize for that, but we expect everything to stabilize. We're playing Domination. I'm playing with Offensive Doctrine, and immediately we try to rush some Polish troops to the central point. If we could take it, this would be a huge deal for us. These guys are very interesting because they have Engineer, and Engineer can build stuff pretty quickly, so I'm trying something new. Building those sandbags. Interesting thing, our opponent brought the Kuppenwagen in the center. Yeah, creating some issues for us, but we're just gonna keep pushing. This is where I should have used some smoke nades, but it's okay. It's okay. I was just, trying to focus on the point. And here we exchanged some nades. Luckily, our guys managed to dodge. I get very, very close, and I get shot there. Bad luck. Enemy Rifle Grenadier misses. And once again, we try. And we managed to toss the nade, and look at that. We wiped him out over there. Changed my mind with this guy. I just do not want to get him killed. At this point, it's kind of 50-50 on who controls the point. We have high ground, though. That was a nice nade as well. I kind of read where he's going to go. And, yeah, we nail him. So that was pretty good. Kuppenwagen is really annoying at this point. But it feels like my ally did not face any serious opposition on the left. Get a nice nade over there. And we try a little bit more. So far, so good. We were quite successful dealing with that thing. And now I'm gonna ensure that I do not get flanked easily. You want to take as much of the map early as possible. It's always easier to take it for free than, you know, to take it later. And we get interesting Polish troops with the half-track. It is only 30 cal, but half-track with 30 cal is not a joke, especially early on in the game. And then we take it out. And at this point, we are really dominating the point. There's nothing he can do right now. So I'm just gonna try to position my troops properly. And spread them out. Yeah, they retweaked that thing. But it's okay. Like, Wagon can be useful at the start, but later it just really is not that good. We're trying to upgrade our defenses a bit more. And I'm moving my half-track, so if he brings something that can kill it, you know, not have an easy time. These buildings are very interesting in Stalingrad because they cannot be destroyed. Most of them cannot be destroyed. So they provide a ton of cover. And I decided to use mines. And a huge thing that we did early on was, you know, to push. Enemies kind of lost the central point, and then they gave up on map control. This is the biggest mistake you can make. My ally is exchanging nades, and I said a very interesting squad. These guys are like assault sappers. I'm not sure about the name of the squad, but they come with SMGs, and they have 3 flamethrowers. Very strong squad, especially in urban environments. So I want to make sure that I support my ally with his push from the left. And we're slowly but surely mining, you know, everything we can. We're gonna make sure that it's very difficult for the enemy armor in the future to make any serious pushes without, you know, suffering casualties and damages. The enemies have a very good firing position. We're using our commando section, and we're gonna be moving over there. My ally brings that T-70M, I think. There is a Pack 38, so I'm gonna try to protect my ally's tank with the smoke screen. Yeah, but it was kind of lucky that guy hits him. So my ally's infantry is dead, and his tank is damaged. But I have a flamethrower with me, so let's see if we can make a change. That's a 231 over there. Yeah, I tried to burn those guys down, but that thing is 20 mil. Very hard to survive that. And I see the entire squad. Ah, come on, man. Speaking to my ally, like, just fix it. Do you have smoke screen? So just try to fix it. Commandos are really good. I just used them with the wrong position. Yeah, I was thinking of using something, but I was like, nah. Not really worth it. And now the enemies have fire superiority, so I decide to pull my men to the back of the building so they can not get easily shot by the enemy. And here I find a very interesting squad of enemy infantry. And we do a lot of damage to those guys. We do a lot of damage. I'm still not good with flamethrowers, and I wish I was a bit better, but, you know, it is what it is. We bring a bit better infantry. We have some anti-personnel mines. Those hawking mines are interesting. I've talked to some better players, and they complain about them being really bad against enemy tanks. But they have like a dual purpose. So we have some mining to do, and we brought a PF team. PF team is there to wait in ambush. I'm gonna make sure they do not get killed easily. And I wish that my ally was controlling more of the map. If you look at the map, you can see that his green forces are, you know, not that well spread out. So what's happening again is that I'm holding the entire map, pretty much. He holds this, like, a very tiny part of the central position, and I'm forced to hold, like, left and right flank and everything else. Yeah, he tells me to watch, but, you know, indeed I'm bringing some troops over. The problem is that, yet again, I have to do a lot of stuff. Like, I have to be all over the map. Luckily for us, our opponents are not pushing. If they did push, we would be in trouble. So... we're population capped at this point because of all the infantry we brought. But those barricades that we erected, sandbags are, you know, are pretty neat at this point. I bring half-track to ensure that we are indeed in a good position and we are capping it. And if enemies make a push, we can counter their push. And that will be Panzer III coming from my opponent. It would be great to have a flamer right there, but unfortunately we do not. And I see that thing, and I'm kind of tempted to send those guys, but I do not want to get spotted before he gets close enough. He's looking for that mortar, and now we're looking at him. We get him. And he sees us. That's a bit of an issue. And there's a lot of enemy infantry around with that Pac 38. So I'm like, should I let him go? I think I kind of misplayed there. Should have been more aggressive, but... And this is where I kind of feel bad for not doing much against it. So I bring my Piet guy once again to take a good shot at him. And AI aiming with Piat is insanely good. I don't think that Piat is overpowered in itself, but I think that AI aim with Piat is javelin-like. So I signal my ally that that Panzer III is heavily damaged. And it's never in a bad position because, you know, it's showing its back armor to us. But I do not have anything to deal with it. We lose a couple of men on this side. I'm just gonna shift them back. And luckily, again, my opponent is not pushing. I'm very, very thin on this flank, but he's not making any attempts to push. Which, again, is a mistake. I have a lot of troops all over the map. That's why you should always try to make a push. Like, always probe your opponents. Especially if you can concentrate your force. And as you can tell, we are holding more... We could maybe about 60% of the map. And I have plenty of time because I'm not being rushed to anywhere. So I can place some mines. If he ever decides to push, he's gonna be up for a surprise. Yeah, this position would be a nightmare for them. This is where I decide to send my my half track to the right flank. Maybe put some pressure on the enemy infantry in the trenches. And I decide to fall back with my Piet guy. This was probably a mistake. I should have tried to destroy that Panzer III. And you should never keep your mortar in the middle of the street. Ever. Mortar can fire just right behind the building. And you should never keep it in the open. It's a really bad idea. Even against AI, it can be a bad idea. I can see a lot of guys being called Jeff these days. Yeah. The lit list of Jeffs all around us. And this is where I decide to try AVRE. I love that thing. The question is how useful it is in actual multiplayer, the actual PvP. And we bring some of those flamers as well. I suppose that my ally is out of ammo and he's just dropping smoke shells at this point. Or he's doing it manually. I'm not quite sure, to be honest. But I have no infantry to push with. Like, that Panzer III is fixed. 231 is firing. We have Pack 38 as well. And I'm pinging it to my ally, like, it's very, very close to us. Like, we should at least try to do something about it. Yeah, we can try. Like, we have a flanking position on it. Like, we're controlling the hilly terrain on the left flank. Yeah, if he was willing to bring some infantry here, I'm pretty sure we could have taken it. But let's see how things go. He is indeed dropping smoke, but my infantry is in the open. So on that side, I'm getting flanked by enemy infantry. My guy was out of ammo. He was like tossing some nades. Burn them! Burn them all! Yeah, that was kind of good. That was kind of good. Our half-track gets destroyed, unfortunately. And now I'm lacking infantry to push on this side. We simply need more men. AVRE is really, really good if we can get close enough. But you can never feel too comfortable around the German infantry because of the Panzerschrecks and Panzerfausts. I can see Sturmpanzer, but I'm hoping that he does not have the angle on me as to fire through the building. But I definitely have the angle for that thing. We destroy it. Pretty damn good. This is where my ally had a lot of time. He should have sent some infantry over there, but he was being way too passive at this point. I'm population capped and I simply cannot bring more. Yeah, I tried to do something over there, but I kind of messed it up. I opened myself for Sturmpanzer attack. And I remember, have a Piet guy. So we are bringing him to support us. That's a Stu H and Sturmpanzer. So and they have a grill as well. So a lot of fire support from the enemy. I can see the entire squad coming in. Yeah, I burned that guy, but again, it's kind of unfortunate. We do a lot of damage because those guys that are burning, they run into each other and, you know, causes a lot of harm. Again, I use another flamethrower. That guy hates me. Yeah, I get kind of reckless, and I think I burned my own Piet guy, unfortunately. But, yeah. We did a lot of damage. Here I lost my guys. They were in a truck. I didn't really see it. I completely forgot about it. So this is where I get really pissed at my opponent. And I apologize if I was being mean. But in it, he was just watching. He was like, yeah, you go there, buddy. I also misplayed. I was too aggressive with AVRE. Should have been more careful. But at this point, it's like 50-50. It's 199 versus 209. So it's not like we were winning by much. Whenever you have the chance, just press the attack. Do not allow yourself just stay passive. And yes, this map can make mortars viable, can make artillery viable. But without infantry, you're nothing. This is where we spot that Sturmpanzer is shifting to the center. I guess they're trying to contest that point. Which is smart on their part. Again, we have half-track, 30 cal with the infantry. So I'm just going to drop those guys out. We're going to bring some additional infantry to support the point. My opponent has a lot of interesting units. A lot of heavier units. But he is lacking proper infantry. We're going to bring a Piet guy as well. Luckily for us, those buildings are indestructible. So Sturmpanzer will not be able to do as much. Let me see if we can get rid of the Kuppenwagen. And we do. Challenger. Challenger is a really good tank. That was really unlucky. We ricocheted that thing. Once again, a ricochet. Yeah, I'm looking for... Did I miss? Couldn't tell. I think we lagged a little bit. He managed to drop some smoke. to protect his Sturmpanzer. Which is kind of smart, because Sturmpanzer has no smoke on its own. Hear enemy artillery and my allies' artillery exchanging fire. It was a really good nade though. I'm gonna make sure my guy opens up, and I get way too close to that Sturmpanzer. Way too close. And I was like, yeah, that kind of sucks. I need to spot him. But luckily for me, he's not microing it. Or it's tracked, I completely forgot. If I managed to track him with Piet. I'm aiming for the lower plate, but I was lucky here. Like, he was very close to reloading that thing. And now we're making sure that that Sturmpanzer is not a problem anymore. Yep. That thing is gone. We're gonna try to fall back. There's a lot of activity on the left flank. And I feel the need to, you know, to do a little bit more. My ally is just towing, just pushing or pulling his artillery. He should be towing it. And I see the Tiger, and I decide to maybe try to flank it. That's 2H. And I kind of missed it. Like, if I was like 2 seconds earlier there, I would probably be able to knock it out, but I was too late. Definitely too late. Yeah, the Tiger is a formidable opponent. I had some issues with, you know, Piet not being able to knock it out properly, even on the flank. But we took the point. We have a bit of a bigger lead now. That thing will be very, very difficult to take. If we controlled more of a left flank that we should have, I think it would be easier to take the central point right now. But because we didn't, it's almost impossible thing to do. Yeah, we're gonna shift some nades and let the guy cook. That was a major explosion. My allied mortar gets hit, and that grill destroys like half of my squad as well. which was very unlucky. We lose some good infantry. Without destroying that Panzer III, it would be very, very difficult to do anything. And I was thinking of like positioning my Challenger on the hill. Probably the easiest thing would be just to destroy Panzer III from the central position, but... Well, mistakes were made. That Stu H is doing a lot of harm, and if I had a bit more infantry, I would probably try to make a push from the left. But I have to control, like, half of the central position and the right flank, and I have infantry on the left, so... It's not a very easy thing to do. So we hit it quite well. Yeah, but I don't think they knocked it out. We pierced the hole for the second time, but I think we mostly damaged the engine. Yeah, that Stu H could definitely be a problem. We're gonna try to play some World of Tanks. That was a decent shot, but it was through the house. Again, we miss. Too bad. A 17 pounder is powerful, but not if you shoot through things. It's not that much. Being targeted by Grill. That actually hit my guy. He was proning over there. I realize that I do not have a lot on the right flank, but I bring an additional squad in case my enemy tries to push. This was kind of a bad use of artillery. You should be firing if you know where the enemy is, and we kind of knew where they were. Yeah, we keep hitting them, but no results. So I decided to bring Piat. I feel like Piat might have a better angle. Yeah, my ally hits it with Panzer Shrek, and I hit it with Piat. We, you know, burn the engine. And because I sent the squad to the right flank to ensure that we actually capture that point, now I do not have infantry to contest the left flank. This is something that my ally should do. Like, he should definitely bring more infantry to bear. It's nice to have artillery support. That's great, but, you know, you cannot do much without infantry. Once again, I get kind of greedy. I'm like, he's, take a shot, but it was kind of bad, to be honest. And he knows better than to compete with 17 pounder of a Challenger, so she's gonna fall back. And I decided I'm way too exposed that I cannot see everything that's going on my, you know, enemy point over there, so, you know, it would just be smarter not to risk anything. Yeah, I see something heavy. That will be a tiger. Indeed, that will be a tiger. German heavy tanks are a problem for the Brits. That was really unfortunate, I would say. I think it was better to target Tiger than to target infantry. So I'm trying to hide my my tank. I know that Big Cat will be looking for me, and this is why I also brought Piet. But he has some infantry on the side, and because I had to capture, I tried to track him. I hit him, and I hit him from the top, I believe, but I do no damage to that thing. Yeah, here I made a mistake. I didn't want to open up that side, but I'm trying to fix it, and I'm thinking of what can I bring? What can actually deal with Tiger? So I bring 2 Shermans, 2 Fireflies. These guys are decent tanks. Yeah, the problem with the Brits is like they cannot really take fire. Oh, Churchill can, but these guys cannot. So I'm trying to get into a better position to flank, but I hit the pole, which was really unlucky. And we ricochet that. I don't think he saw me, but I made a mistake, and yeah. First shot, he nails me through the turret. We're gonna make sure we drop some smoke. Shooting my engine. It's a bit of an issue. I bring another 17-pounder, so that Tiger is an absolute beast. Yeah, I'm looking to see if I can surprise him. You know, bring a satchel, but nah. The guy was too careful. My ally is bringing a tank destroyer, but I cannot see what it is right now. Yeah. Again, a ricochet. Sometimes you get a bit unlucky as well with these shots, but in my case, it's usually a lack of skill, I would say. And again, he pens me from that shot. Engine is heavily damaged. Yeah, my ally is pinging that, yeah, indeed, we have a point in the back. So I'm gonna make sure I take it. Again, we do not do any damage to that Tiger. I had to bring some crew. I'm not sure what knocked it out. Is it my 17 pounder or was it my ally? Could have been both. Luckily for us, our opponents do not push with their infantry on the left flank. They definitely had the advantage and upper hand with the Tiger. I'm thinking of making a push with the right just to distract them a bit. I don't think I will go far, but... Yeah, there are a lot of enemies on that side. We see another Tiger. We're bringing Piat. Yeah, using 17 pounder is not that easy, at least for me. I really need to work on my tank game. That was a nice thing of my ally, but I see the Tiger and I'm like, probably I shouldn't push at this point. And I'm kind of more worried about the enemy Tiger. We get hit again. We ricochet that tank. But, yeah, this is what I'm saying. German tanks can take a beating. British tanks cannot. The ones that can dish out, at least. And I did not really want to bring this thing because I think it's kind of OP. But I'm having way too much trouble with the enemy tanks, so I decided to just like, yeah, let's bring it up. I'm trying to bring a Piat team. Yeah, that was really unfortunate to deal with Stu H, but it is what it is. We are bringing Churchill Mark 8. This is like a CE version. This is a Howitzer version, 95 mil, and it's kind of OP, because it has a range of 180, and it's very difficult to kill. I would say the only real threat to its frontal armor would be like Pack 43. We got 2 Nashorn. And this thing fires in a parabolic trajectory, so it's actually pretty good at hitting targets, even though they are behind cover. That Tiger could be a very nice target for my infantry, but I just, you know, felt the need to do something elsewhere. And again, we're lacking infantry. We're lacking scouting on this side. And once again, I'm thinking of what to bring, and I'm like, oh, let's bring those pioneers with their flamethrowers. I think that my opponent self-destructed the transport truck. He probably had like ammo truck coming in. Again, I think I missed with Biat. I'm gonna be looking for, you know, tracking that thing. And I think I do, yeah. We definitely track that thing. But we're out of rounds, which is a problem. Traced instead of tracked, but yeah. He knew what it meant. Unfortunately, he gets his rocket artillery destroyed. This would be so much easier if my ally was willing to, you know, protect his flank and just bring in more infantry. I think this would be much easier to play. And if I were a bit better with my tanks. That's also the case. It never brings 2H, and I do not really know the range of that thing. But I would say it's like 180, I'm assuming. I do not know. We hit it. We kind of shocked the crew. I'm pretty sure we did shock the crew. And I can hear the engine. That's the Tiger's engine roaring in the distance. Yep. The 2H is gone, and he is trying to pen me. But Tiger 88 does not have that type of velocity. It's not that great. It's good versus Sherman's, but Churchill is another beast. And he actually does it. Hit the engine somehow. I'm not sure how he managed to hit the engine, though, from that angle, but he did it. But we scored a direct hit on him. That Tiger was a legend. That Tiger was really good. So I'm gonna keep firing just to ensure that he cannot fix it. Hit my engine, transmission, and tracks. I have no idea how he managed to hit the engine from that angle, but sometimes you get lucky or unlucky in this game as well. And we did it. That Tiger is out, but we're gonna keep hitting it. With infantry to push, this will be much, much better for us right now, but we simply do not. And my opponent brings a Tiger. That's Tiger 2. Jesus. That's a big boy. But as we said, artillery can help, but artillery does not win this one. Maybe in like 3v3 or 4v4, but in like 1v1, 2v2, infantry carries the day, always. In my previous Stalingrad episode, I also misplayed heavily with my tanks, and I was kind of successful in that one, just because of infantry dominance. I'm getting closer to that 2H because I think he might try to fix that thing. I'm pretty sure that Tiger is completely gone. It's off the map. We're gonna go for lower plate and see if we can completely destroy it. But there is something big coming on. And that is King Tiger. Again, we get hit. We do not have the range. We could actually knock it out with Churchill Mark 8, but we do not have the range. I'm hoping he's gonna get close enough, but he is, you know, being smart about it. Bring additional tank crew. We can see a plane coming in. And because I still do not know the doctrines, I think like, oh, that's a bomber, right? So I'm trying to move my tanks out of position. But I can hear the engine and I know it's a scouting plane at this point. We get our turret knocked out. And I can see that I'm potentially in trouble. And yeah, that thing shoots me through the building. Through like a concrete wall and through the wooden building. And knocks me out. I never get this good with tanks. And of course I realized that, yeah, this is a mistake. I cannot just use my my smoke like that. Only Germans can use their smoke like that. Again, I'm thinking, can I do something about the flank? Can I do something about it? Let's see. Nah. That is a concrete wall. And we hit it, but nothing, and then he one-shots us. Like, come on, man. At some point, you have to be pissed. We did win, but I didn't feel good about it. I really didn't feel good about it. I need to work on my tank skills. As we can tell, those tigers and king tigers are indeed a trouble. A 417-pounder. You know, I kind of know where to shoot at them, but sometimes during the battle, it's not that easy to hit it. Especially if the opponent knows how to position. And this guy, you know, did a great job with his tanks. So, kudos to him. Jeff and Dante did a good job. I would say that they should have attacked a bit more, been more aggressive with their infantry. Excellent work with their tanks, though. Maximus, I would also say just bring more infantrymen. And that's it. We did control most of the map from the start, and I think this battle could have been done before they could bring like King Tigers. But yeah, kudos to my opponents, to my ally, and yeah, thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one.